Tonight, Iyanla Fix My Life returns.
Y'all had a lust show, not a relationship.
One of reality TV's most notorious couples. From Love and Hip Hop New York, Erica Jean and Saigon.
Get away from me! Get the away from me!
Their dysfunction is played out in front of millions.
Unacceptable, period.
Including their son.
This is what happens when you have a baby with somebody that you don't have a relationship with.
Can Iyanla fix this co-parenting disaster?
I want you to look over there and tell me what you see.
I don't want to talk to him anymore.
He's not talking to you, he's talking to me. Own your stuff, little girl. Because as long as you're pointing at him, you ain't cleaning up your stuff.
The brand new season of Iyanla Fix My Life starts now.
Life happens to everybody, even me. Life didn't care that I had written a bunch of books, traveled the world speaking, lived in my dream home, and made a bunch of money. And then life left me broke and feeling broken. The only way to get back was to do the work. I did my work and put my life back together piece by piece. I am Iyanla Vanzant, and I am here to help you do your work. Today, I'm in Nanuet, New York to meet two people who have exposed their very private problems in a very public way. Millions tuned in as Brian, also known as hip-hop star Saigon, and his on-again, off-again lover Erica showed violent and disrespectful behavior on the VH1 hit show Love and Hip Hop New York.
Yo, get the away from me! Get the away from me, you
out of here. Give me a hard time raising my son, bitch. You lucky.
In 2003, Brian hit it big in the music world, using his trouble past behind bars to fuel his passion.
From a big Great Dane on down to a small teacup. Reason I don't speak up, it's not a lot of truth in it. Bummer get accused of it, you gotta have some proof of it.
Brian's popularity even landed him a recurring role on the hit HBO show Entourage. At a high point in his career, Brian says he met Erica at a party where she made quite an impression.
So here comes this beautiful girl coming in the party, strutting. I'm like, how you doing, miss? She looked at me. She just turned her head and kept walking. Try another approach. I woke up behind her. Excuse me, miss. I said, why you trying to act cute, you fake booty? Your probably fake anyway, you fake booty. 20 minutes later, where's she at? Looking for me.
For several years, Erica and Brian saw each other on and off, often having sex, but never a relationship. But when Erica turned 34, she decided she wanted to have a baby. And according to Brian, after a night of drinking, he agreed to be the father. 9 months later, Erica gave birth to their son, Stephen. And last year, the fractured family aired their extreme dysfunction on reality television for the world to see. But as Erica's fame on the show rose, so did her desire for attention. She began posting photo after provocative photo on social media sites, which infuriated Brian.
But if you go on your same social media outlets, they're getting booty, they're getting G-string shots, they're getting you squatting with your legs open like this, and you're on TV with my son, on your lap.
Erica says she despises Brian for calling her vulgar names, degrading her, and questioning her parenting skills.
You done told this sister to shut the F up. You done told her
You know
go
why?
ahead.
You know why? That's all she knows how to respond to. I tried the nice, no, listen, y'all don't know her.
Brian took a video of Erica performing oral sex on him, and at the height of his anger, he posted a picture of it online. Erica was humiliated.
I mean, it's just so vindictive for no reason.
After 2 years of vicious fighting, Erica wants to get along with Brian, but she has no idea how to do it.
You want so bad for things to work. But how can you when you have someone who treats you so bad, you know?
Erica and Brian can hardly sit together in the same room. Although they have a child, they barely know each other.
So what? But you said it.
You call me all
right,
types of names.
time.
That's
You
your
always
only
do
gripe.
that.
Yo, can we not
Am
do
I
this in
only
front of him?
gripe?
With their child's well-being on the line, it is important that these parents come together for their son's sake.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Give me a hug.
I wanted to speak with Erica first, so I asked her to meet me at a hotel.
We going over here?
Okay.
Good. So, my beloved, you wrote me?
I did, yes.
So I want us to start here. Why am I here?
The problem is with me and my son's father, our relationship.
Okay.
We do not know how to communicate.
Okay.
And I feel like it's affecting my son and his behavior. It's also affecting my life, my well-being, my just overall happiness, because my son is the most important thing to me. But now it's like I'm trying to make it work so that we can co-parent, and that's not working.
How long have you been in relationship with your son's father?
That's the thing. We haven't really had a real relationship where we knew each other well enough.
Okay, so you had a baby with a man you don't know.
Right.
Let me back that up. Did you want to have a child or did you want to be a mother?
I wanted to have a child.
Okay, for the purpose of what?
I had a child when I was 34, so I felt like I waited a long time, and I felt that I was ready.
Did you have a parenting plan when you wanted to have a child and he wanted to have a child and you all came together?
No, we didn't. I think it was probably more so fulfilling a need that wasn't met
In you?
in me.
Wow, powerful awareness.
I thought I was at a time in my life where I could give unconditionally my love to someone.
Talk to me about where you missed unconditional love. Because you said that was the need that you were trying to fill by having a child.
I don't know, because I was raised with both of my parents. I guess you could say that I was supposed to have had that.
Did you? Just because the parents are in the house don't mean that you're
Right.
getting what you need.
Probably not all the way.
You need to know.
Oh,
When you think of what you got, is that all you want to give to your son?
no.
You lost your mom, right? How old were you?
Just a couple of years ago.
What did your mother teach you about being a woman?
That you drop everything for your family and for your husband, and you don't think about yourself.
Tell me about your dad.
We didn't really have a relationship. He was just kind of worked really hard, so I would see him before I went to school, and he came home, ate, went to bed, worked.
Okay. And did your dad care about what you cared about?
No.
No. Now, how much of that, not seeing you, not hearing you, not caring about what you care about, is present with your son's father?
All of it.
Yeah, that's the pathology. Because your dad teaches you what you can expect from a man.
Right.
Doesn't make him a bad person. So, what happened when your dad got upset?
Yeah, I'll be angry.
Why does that make you cry? Did it scare you? Mm-hmm. When your son's father yells at you, does it scare you?
Mm-hmm.
In our time together, I want your permission to do something. I want your permission to sit in as your mom,
Okay.
to give you maybe some of those pieces and parts that were missing,
Okay.
that she may not, just not have had. Repeat and complete this. As Erica the woman, I am.
As Erica the woman, I am strong, I feel. I am also sensitive. I'm open. I feel like
when a man says to you, when a man says to Erica, the woman, come here, bitch, how sensitive are you to that? When he said, hey, bitch, come here, why did you answer?
because I'm used to that. So is it?
Wait a minute, stay right there. You're used to that. Is she a bitch? Is she a bitch? Is she a bitch?
No.
Is she a bitch?
No.
So why does she answer to that? Yeah. Who is she? Tell me what she does, what she wants, where she lives, what she accepts, tolerates, and accommodates as a woman.
And standards are very low.
Standards are low.
No boundaries.
No boundaries. Mm-hmm. And when she's called that name, how does she feel about herself?
You don't feel good about yourself.
Yeah. She also does a lot of stuff on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't she?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I've dressed provocatively. I've have some somewhat provocative pictures. I thought it was done tastefully.
Your butt on social media is tasteful? On what day of the week?
You know...
Because you got to understand.
You can see, growing up, though, I went to Catholic school in my life. I was this good girl. So leaving the house, I wanted to be bad. I wanted to have fun. I wanted to find myself. So doing stuff like that, I feel, is just an aspect of me, rebellious aspect that I still kind of work with.
So what happens when these pictures come back to your son?
Right. Of course, I wouldn't want my son seeing it, but I wouldn't want him to see the show that we did either. The reality, our reality show. That too was not.
So why do you do it? Your generation of women, you buy the physicality and sell the spirit. Because all of this that you've bought lovely little pieces of your body. Did he buy your butt?
Oh my God.
Did he?
No. I don't want to really talk about that.
No, beloved, why am I here? We got to look at all of that.
I mean, you know,
I didn't know until I saw it on the Facebook.
Right.
What is the consciousness that says who I am as God created me from a lineage of powerful, beautiful women that I'm not enough? How do you get to that? Let me tell you why I'm here. Because you are so lost. In yourself, lost. About yourself, lost. Caught up in a generation of social disrespect.
I don't know if Erica is misguided or if she's taking
I
it
don't
wrong.
want to talk to him anymore.
No, he's not talking.
I don't want to talk to
Erica,
him anymore.
He's not talking to you, he's talking to me. But don't make it about him. Own your stuff, little girl. Own it. The shame of it, the embarrassment of it, that you slept with a man who doesn't know your address. Hip-hop star Brian, also known as Saigon, and his son's mother, Erica, shocked millions of viewers with their outrageous behavior on VH1's hit show, Love and Hip Hop New York.
Yo, get the away from me! Get the away from me!
Erica and Brian both admit that they barely knew each other before she got pregnant.
It would be more about sex, and we never really hung out.
I just wanted to have a child, you know. I was in my 30s, and I was just ready. I can do
You're a 37-year-old mother.
I want.
You're on. Listen.
I can do what I want.
After a vicious cycle of name-calling, physical altercations, and betrayal, Erica and Brian say they just don't like each other, and their son Steven is caught in the middle.
Me and Erica are not on speaking terms, and I love my son to death, but I made a horrific mistake by procreating with a person I didn't know. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I asked Erica about her body and whether she had augmented certain parts of her body.
Did he buy your butt?
Oh my God. I don't want to really talk about
No, beloved, why am I here? We got to
Right.
look at all of that.
I mean, you know.
That conversation upset Erica, so I asked her to talk to me about why she was so upset.
This is not what I wanted. What I did 10, 15 years ago is really not what this was not my point.
But you're living it. And
They're not implants, first of all. I didn't get butt implants.
Listen,
It was a lift.
The lift.
But what does that have to do with...
Because if you don't know who you are inside, you have no values, no respect, no confidence, no boundaries. You don't really understand your power as a woman. Yet you look good in your clothes and you feel sexy. That's why a man can make you feel bad about a choice that you made when you were 20.
Now that I've talked to Erica alone, I'm going to talk to Erica and Brian together because I want to see firsthand how they behave in each other's company. That should be interesting.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Are you Brian?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'm Iyanla. I miss Iyanla. Good hug. So are you Brian or are you Saigon?
I'm Brian.
Okay.
I'm Brian.
I just wanted to be sure.
I'm nervous right now.
No. I want you to feel comfortable. So I'm gonna ask you what I asked her. Why am I here?
Me and Erica's relationship has been rocky before the television, but when we started to do that, it went all the way south. And the thing, what bothers me about it is there's an innocent child involved. Me and Erica we met and we used to, hook up.
What does that mean?
Hook up. We would see each other and be intimate, and then won't see each other for months at a time.
So y'all had a lust ship.
A lust ship, absolutely.
Not a relationship.
Absolutely. We had a solely lust
Well,
ship.
to me, I felt differently. I thought you were a friend, as well as someone that I was intimate with.
Now, is that a new revelation for you?
It's
Is
a new
that a new
It's
revelation?
a new revelation for me now.
Okay,
yes.
period. He's allowed to tell his truth.
He absolutely is.
And you are allowed to tell your truth.
Okay.
My mother had just passed. I wasn't thinking in the right mind. I called Erica one of them nights. Me and Erica hooked up and we was, we were drinking. We say we talked about having a baby. I mean, literally one-liner. It wasn't like we sat.
What do you mean
a
one-liner?
one-liner, like, let's have a baby. Okay, boom.
So you don't recall you and Miss Erica having a conversation about wanting to have a child?
We were drunk and then we had unprotected sex, we usually didn't do. And we woke up and we went back to normalcy like we usually do. Which not speaking after we hook up.
Okay. So, come here for a second. Sit here for 1 minute for me.
For me?
Yes, you. I want you to look over there and tell me what you see.
Her?
Yes. What? Yeah.
I see the mother of my child.
Yeah.
And I see a woman who I don't know if Erica is misguided or if she's taking the
I don't
wrong.
want to talk to him anymore.
No, he's not talking.
I don't want to talk to him anymore.
He's not talking to you. He's talking to me.
No,
Okay,
everything
listen,
about
Miss Erica,
is negative.
Miss Erica, put on
Everything he's saying is negative.
Miss Erica, put on your big girl panties. Take a breath. You can do this. Take a breath. Tell me what you see.
I see the mother of my child, who I love with all my heart, and I see a woman who I believe is being misguided and being led down the wrong direction.
Okay. And what I want Erica to know is?
What I want Erica to know is I was never against her. We have one commonality, and that's our son. And you're making it a battle between me and you. And we're on the same team, and if our common goal is to raise him the best way, why am I going through all these obstacles just to raise my son?
Right. Okay. And why are you putting things on the internet about me? And why are you taking tapes unbeknownst to me?
Okay, hold on.
I can show
Take
it.
a breath.
Okay, well, why would you do that? And why would you call me all the names you call me? And
Let
why
me give
would
you a little mommy
say all the
teacher.
things that
You
say to
can't
me?
argue with a
Why?
woman.
I know.
Okay, so don't.
Yeah.
All right?
That's why we keep going.
Miss Erica, I'm coming over here to you. I want you to tell me what you heard him say. Here.
I heard him say that he thinks that he thinks I'm a misguided woman, and that I was nothing but a piece of ass to him.
Yeah.
I'm hurt because prior to the show, Brian has never said, oh, you were just a piece of ass to me and you were this and you were that, you know.
Maybe you wouldn't let him tell you the truth.
No, but he would lie, oh, Erica, I love you.
Can I tell you something? You teach people how to treat you, Erica.
So I taught him how to treat me horribly and bad, calling me names, demeaning me, using taking a video of me and using it to send out to people of me doing intimate things with him, sending it on the internet. Okay, you know what? I just can't. He's always the good guy, and I'm always the one that's the wrong person. He's always the good person. Brian doesn't do anything.
Did you hear me say that?
No, but that's
Why
what
are
it
you
is.
turning your body away
Because
from me?
I can't do this no more. I just don't want to do this no more.
But you gotta heal, baby. Tell me what's going on. Mr. Brian,
Yes.
go somewhere. Let me have a minute of woman talk with Miss Erica.
You got it.
Excuse me.
When I sit here with Brian, and he sits there and he says, I love Erica, and all this kind of things, it makes me angry. Because what he was saying wasn't truthful, saying I love Erica, but that's not true, but he's lying.
But suppose he really does love you.
How do you love someone and you treat them the way that he treats me and he does to me, and then it's not true?
You create your reality. And it's not Brian's fault that you are in a relationship with a man that calls you names. That's not Brian's fault. You chose him.
Right.
You gotta own that. And you chose to have a child with a man who thought you were just another piece of ass.
Right.
This is what happens when you have a baby with somebody
Yeah,
that you don't have a relationship with.
Erica and Brian have played out their highly dysfunctional relationship on VH1's Love and Hip Hop New York. Together, they have a son, but can barely stand to be in the same room.
Oh, you just been saying that. Why you be saying it? You do the same.
As her fame on the show grew, so did Erica's desire to become a sex symbol. She began posting risque photos, and Brian was outraged.
It's not about me, it's about my son. Respect him as if he was 15 years old and would say, Mom, what are you doing?
Their son, Steven, is caught in the middle.
Erica Jean is the most vindictive human being I've ever met in my life.
I don't want to be that mother that takes their children away from the father. But then, it's just a really confusing situation. I don't know.
When I spoke with Erica and Brian earlier, Brian said something that I needed him to clarify.
What you said was, I see the mother of my son, who I love with all my heart.
Yes.
Were you talking about the woman or your son?
Both, actually.
Okay, good. That's good to know. Now, my producers showed me something I'd like you all to look at. That I just really want to get an understanding of this. So, both of y'all, come right here. Sit right next to me. Right here. Press the button. Play.
Okay. Dad, no, I'm not. Where's my son at?
You're doing
on my
your
lap.
job. What happened to Christmas for
My
your
son is on my lap.
Have you sent him any money?
What?
Have
You making
controlled
all the money.
the Queen? I'm
Hold on.
making money.
You
make
owe me
$5,000.
$50.
How much you make?
How
and
much,
I
Dad?
make $700.
Why?
and
Would you?
make
Why?
$5,000,
Why is
and
that?
I make
Stop right
money.
there. Look at your energy. And he's looking at you. And what do you think he's thinking? On your lap, looking at his mother.
He starts to try to distract us in a minute. He's seeing that something is wrong.
He could be thinking, this is how you talk to a woman. Even my mother.
I mean,
He could be. I mean, he could be telling. And you know what else he could be thinking, beloveds? That I'm not enough for these two people, and there's no way they could love me and behave this way. Did you ever think that?
I'm not even trying to make up an excuse for myself, but it seems like this is the only way I can communicate with Erica. I've tried every other way.
But earlier you said this is the woman you love with all your heart.
I do love her, but this is her right now, and then tomorrow it'll be something different. It's that. I know that's bad, but that's after I had 20 knives in my bag.
It doesn't matter. Unacceptable.
Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely. Absolutely unacceptable. Because this is what happened, and this is
this is your experience.
This is my experience with Erica Jean. When Erica Jean told me she was pregnant, right? I asked Erica Jean, what are you gonna do? Because we weren't in that kind of relationship. So I'm like, are you gonna keep this baby? She said, yes, she's gonna keep it. And I said, I'm gonna be there for the baby from the start to the finish. I always wanted my first son to be named Brian Jr. I said, Erica, please name my son Brian. She said, no, I'm naming him Steven. So even after the whole name thing goes, Erica calls me when she's about to go and to have the baby. So I said, what hospital are you at? I want to come see my baby born. She says, don't bother showing up. We don't want you here. And she's telling me another man is gonna raise your son. Don't worry about it. We don't need you. And so everything I'm trying to do, I'm getting hit with resistance.
Okay, hold on. Did you say that to him? Yes or no? Did you say to him another man was
9 months pregnant, yes.
Okay, and you said that to hurt him, or you said it because it was true?
I said it to hurt him.
Okay, you said it to hurt him because you were hurt.
I never even seen Erica pregnant, not even a picture, her whole pregnancy.
Well, you asked for pictures of the woman carrying your son?
What else am I gonna do?
Get in your car and go to
I didn't even know where Erica lived at this point. That's my honesty.
So let me see if I got this. That you had repetitive sex with a woman that you impregnated with your child, that you didn't even know where she lived. Is that what I'm understanding? That ain't irresponsible, boo. That is insanity.
It's insanity.
This is what happens when you have a baby with somebody that you don't have a relationship with.
He's saying he didn't know where I live. It's a lie.
You know what? Instead of saying that, you should be saying, oh my God. Oh my God, what have I done here?
You're absolutely
That's what you should be saying. But don't make it about him. Own your stuff, little girl. Own it.
Okay.
The shame of it, the embarrassment of it, that you slept with a man who doesn't know your address and had his baby. Own that. Now that's some mommy talk for you. Because as long as you're pointing at him, you ain't cleaning up your stuff.
Brian, known as the hip-hop artist Saigon, grew up with his mother in New York. He says his father was rarely present in his life.
My father wasn't really in my life. He didn't take that time to really spend with me and teach me manhood training and things a man needs to know. So I had to learn it from the street. I know I have a bad temper. I know it. From when I was 14 to when I was 22, I was in some kind of juvenile detention center or upstate maximum security prison.
Brian says it was his angry behavior that landed him in jail for 7 years. It is important for Brian to get in touch with the source of his anger before it robs him of the relationship he wants with his son.
Talk to me about the depth and the breadth of your anger.
Like, I've been in the system since I was 14 years old. And in the system, when you grow up in the system, there's two kind of men. There's pretty much victims and there's victimizers. I decided if this is gonna be my life, I'm not gonna be the guy who gets his sneakers taken. I'm gonna be the guy taking the sneakers.
Do you know, the morning after you had sex with Erica, the next morning, what did you think about her?
Well, that was kind of routine at that point, so I didn't just was like, this was what me and Erica do. I mean,
you are an intelligent young man. At some point, you knew that something was off with a woman that would let you show up at your communion.
Absolutely.
So when did you know Erica something was off there?
When she showed up to my house and she had her body augmented. And she said she had did it because she had self-esteem issues and, image issues. That's when I was like, whoa, this might be deeper than what
And
meets the eye.
did you sleep with her again after that?
Yeah, because...
knowing something was off?
Yeah.
Because you gotta go right there.
Yeah.
And understand how you could have victimized a woman that you knew wasn't whole and complete within herself.
That's true.
Own it.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta own.
Oh, yeah. But
who you were then.
Yes, absolutely.
Because what you're sitting in now, beloved, is not the choice, it's the consequence.
Consequence, yeah. That's why, I'm willing to do anything I gotta do to make the environment better for my son.
Tell me what's going on.
I just want my son to grow up not like I grew up. I don't ever want him to see the inside of a prison or go through the system or become a statistic. And that's all I've been trying to explain to Erica. The irony of it is my relationship with my dad was always sad because the way he talked about my mother. I don't want my son to grow up with those harsh feelings towards me that I had for my father.
Brian.
Yes.
What if your job in your soul is to father Stephen and Erica? What if you have an opportunity to be to her and for her the man that her father didn't know how to be? See, we are more than our bad behavior.
Yeah, that's true. Wow.
You were mindless in your behavior. She was using you to meet a need.
Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. And I see, now that he's saying it, it's like clear. It's so clear as day. Yeah, like, boom.
Yeah.
That puts so much more responsibility on me.
And she is your son's mother.
She's my
you
son's
want
mother.
her to be the best woman she can be,
Absolutely.
Brian. You do.
I do.
Because if her daddy was present, and if he taught her value and purpose and meaning, there's no way she would have slept with the likes of you.
Absolutely. And I concur. I concur that. I concur. Especially at that time.
No way.
You're right. Whew, it's very enlightening.
I sent Brian to a psychotherapist who specializes in anger management and co-parenting conflict resolution.
My anger has got messed up my life, and now the same anger is stopping me from, seeing my kids grow up the way I want to grow up, the way I want to see them
We
grow
can
up.
work on that.
Mommy time is a time when you get the wisdom and the teaching and the support and the love of mommy. So that's what we're doing today. Hello, come on in. Come have some mommy time.
Okay.
I just wanted us to have some mommy time together. We had a rough day yesterday, huh?
Yes, we did.
Yeah? You have to learn how to breathe in and feel right in here. And if it just doesn't feel good, you don't need no other information. Tell me what you know to be true about Brian.
I know that he sees me only as an object.
But do you get how the pictures that you put up invite that kind of stuff? Do you get that?
I mean, like you said, that's part of my generation. I mean, I'm used to seeing magazines like that, We have...
And what about Erica?
Right.
Erica, Very often, it's not that men take our power, it's that we give it to them. And then we feel victimized. And then we blame them.
The energy between Erica and Brian is not unusual for two people who barely know each other, and yet they have a child. They must learn how to forgive themselves and each other.
Even if you don't have an intimate one-on-one relationship, it's important for you to create a team, as you said yesterday, a team. And then on a team, there has to be a common goal. What would your common goal be?
Raising our son.
Raising your son and putting his interests first.
Absolutely.
I tell you what, she's still upset about the pictures on the website. You're still upset about her not naming her son after you. Let's clear that. Come on, either we gonna do it or we ain't.
Yeah.
Who's going first?
I can go first.
Okay, good. I'm gonna sit here and support you, and you're gonna sit here and listen. Turn and face him. Turn and face her.
What I don't like is that when you go on social networks and you're bent over and you're showing, you're exposing way too much, and not even in a sexy way, but in a raunchy way, it makes me feel like you have no respect for your son. Yeah. It hurts me. It hurts me, and I hurt for him. I hurt for both of us. I hurt for you, because I don't want you to present yourself to the world as a booty, because that's what men see.
And when you betrayed your sacred, intimate time with her and sent that picture out to somebody else, have you ever really acknowledged the hurt it caused her? Have you ever really acknowledged why you did it, Brian?
No.
Well, would you do that, please?
I wasn't man enough to acknowledge why I did it. I couldn't even look you in the face and say, this is why I did it. I was aware that I was doing it, but I didn't want to be the person who was breaking down the mother of my child. So I was being a coward, and I want your forgiveness for that, because I was dead wrong. But, you know, I can't,
period.
I was wrong. Dead wrong.
And I hear you, but I also want you to understand that I think that you always say children and you, but you forget about me and nurturing me and giving me the tools that I need. I feel like I'm invisible. And I feel that you think it's okay to do that. Put the pictures up because I'm invisible.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
So therefore, I named my son something that I cared about, which was my grandfather, because I felt like he cared about me and you didn't.
Can we do this? Can we agree to take individual responsibility for healing those hurts?
Okay.
Make an agreement that from this moment, 2:35 on this day, you are not going to keep a tick list of the history and trying to prove each other right or wrong.
Yes.
We're going to lay this thing clear today.
That's what
because
we need to do.
Otherwise, you'll be doing this for the rest of your lives.
Absolutely right.
What is the intention for Team Stephen, in which player Erica and player Brian are on the team? We want to make it to the Super Bowl, but let's say the Super Bowl is going to take place when he graduates from
college.
All right, can you do that? College,
okay.
All right. Now here's the rule. Always put Stephen's best interests first. I got something that I think is going to help us. It's called the Parents' Constitution. All right? Brian, what is the promise that you're making to Erica on Stephen's behalf?
I promise that I will always try to do right by your mother and to show her, give her the proper guidance.
Okay.
And I sincerely mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Erica, I will teach my son that social media is not a place for what?
Putting out things that don't respect yourself.
Excellent. Go ahead, write that down. And I really want y'all to come together and complete the rest of these. It's important also for Stephen to see the two of you all together.
Yeah. Hopefully we can have it done by Monday, hopefully.
I'm going out of town, for a couple of days. I won't be back till Monday.
Who has my son?
My neighbor, you know, Rhonda. That's who usually.
Can I keep him?
If you come to Queens.
And get him? I can keep him.
Why don't we make a possibility?
Maybe next weekend, because he's already established.
That's okay.
Everything. So going forward, like this weekend, I'll be out of town too. Maybe you can. I would.
You gonna be at it again?
I have a host.
Okay, we are not having this conversation right now.
I just want to know where my son is all this time when she's
But
away.
you don't call. We haven't spoken. We haven't established anything. So
So,
that's
but
why I've
that's
been
moving
doing
forward.
all of the.
Moving forward, how about if he is the child care possibility of first resort?
I would love that.
Is that something you would like, Mr.
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
That
Because
she calls you first.
Huh?
She calls you first.
Yes.
Yeah. And if y'all can work it out, you do. All right? I got something for y'all to do. Stand up for me. Turn this way for me. Give me this. Turn this way. We're going to have a parent huddle. You got tools. Use them. And be a demonstration. Head up. Root
Back
to the
straight.
crown.
Back straight.
Thank you. And remember, you are a demonstration for your generation. Mommy talk. Mommy time.
Thank you.
Just do the best you can. You don't have to do it perfect. Just do the best you can.
I will.
And do your inner work.